Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday, it's gloomy and perfect weather for coming into the craft room. So today I thought I'd visited an old piece of ephemera that I thought I would make. So I'd already had this pre-cut and I thought, yep, right, I'm going to do a mass make. So basically, if you've got 6x6 paper, it doesn't even have to be 6x6 paper. I've grabbed some, I've printed out some kit paper and cut it down. And it's definitely not 6x6, but basically this is a 6x6 piece of paper. And what I've done is folded it and then cut from one edge to the middle and then clip two, so you've got two pockets on this side and a straight one on this side. So what actually happens on this side, you put a piece of paper. So when I put this against this book page, it will make more sense. So you've got your piece of paper and your signature, and what you will do is basically slot the paper in between the two, and then what you will do, and I'm actually going to glue it onto this page and use this in the actual journal at some stage. So let's open that up and you've got some writing space there. So let's glue this down. I decided to use these stickers. I haven't used stickers for a while, so I don't plan on doing a bird journal, but who knows? It will sit there waiting. So we've had terrible weather here. It doesn't inspire you to go outside at all. Right, let's just be careful. Glue that down and then that will go over and that will stay like that, and then you'll open it up and look, you've got another little pocket there. Isn't that cool? So let's glue that one down. So I've already pre-cut some of these. I will cut some just so that you can see it. You don't have to have a 6x6 paper. So you've got basically a pocket there. You've got something that's decorated there. And like I said, these are all stickers. I've just grouped them together. So I've got 3 flower stickers. That bit there is one of those. I've just trimmed it and then put the leaves on. So yeah, and then open it up and you have some writing space and another pocket up there. Easy? Yeah, I reckon. So let's put that aside. So yeah, as I said, I've already pre-done a lot of these. These are all 6x6s, so pretty self-explanatory. Fold down the half, cut to the middle and cut 2 little divots out. Now I wanted to show you this. So these are, I just printed this out of the kit from Tailor Made Journals, printed back and front, 3 of them, and this kit's from French Blue. Love, 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 love this paper. So all I'm going to do with this, so let's get the measurements actually. What have we got? So we basically have probably about, actually I'll use my other one because it's a lot easier to see for me in a way. Right, so going across, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5, 6, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, about 6 across. Actually, you know the easiest way. God, I can be dipsy sometimes. Just short of 6 across, and then 6, about 7.5, 7 3/4 going that way. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be 6 and a 6, 6.5, 6.5, as long as this here is no longer than your page, because you want it to glue onto your page. You don't want something hanging. Hope I made sense. So what I'm going to do is fold this very carefully. I'll fold all three actually. I don't think it really matters what I choose. Let's go this way. Yeah, it was terrible weather for the last couple of days. Flooding, shocking flooding. We actually let the boys go home early just so that they could get home because the roads were closed, and I think one might still be closed actually. So I'm going to open these up together because I know they're the same length, and I'm going to say, so if that's 7.5, I've got a little bit of a mark there. I will use this rotary trimmer and I'll put it in here. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to just push that through. And it's about to there. And I'll finish it off with the scissors so I don't go too far. I'm actually going to get my bigger scissors. I lose my scissors everywhere. I've got heaps of them and I don't know whereabouts I put them, to be fair. Right, so see, I've got this. I'm just going to snip that into the middle. So I've got two. Let's do these two together. There. And then what I want to do also, because sometimes if the paper's too thin, it doesn't like to cut. So I'm going to make a divot, a thumb divot, and hope that, yep, good. Let's get these three together. So pretty easy to mess make and get ready. I won't decorate the whole lot, but they will be sitting there waiting for me. So that's tailor-made journals. Let's just grab a piece of paper and see how pretty that's going to be. Let's just grab a normal piece that's folded. We'll just have a look at one. So, like I said, slot it in, and then that one, make sure it goes down to the end. I mean, you don't have to have it at the bottom, but like that. So that one will be on that side, and then when you turn it over you'll see that, and you can decorate that, and then voila, that will open up, that will be decorated, and that will have a piece of paper. So yeah, really cool. Love that, love that, love that. Love the pattern. So I'm going to put that up there, and I want to, so tailor-made journals, and then I've got chapter 1 papers, coffee and cream. So I just want to have a look at these. Definitely not going to do the bird, but I'm not going to do that one. I want to do a couple of these. So maybe that's the side. So I'll do that one. I wonder what it would be like doing like a big pocket. No, that wouldn't work. Don't know about that one. We could, but I just want to see what else we've got. That one we're definitely going to use. This one, definitely going to use. This one. I think definitely going to use. So there's 3 that I won't use, so I'll put them to the side. So once again, chapter 1 papers, coffee and cream. I will leave links below. So what do we want to do? We'll do that, 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 and I actually want that. All right. I might do 2 at a time actually. So I've been getting back into my craft room, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm actually starting to enjoy it again, revisiting new things. So let's go about 6, and then we'll just put that to the side, and let's cut these ones, get rid of that white edge. Pretty papers. Pretty papers. Now, I'm actually going to I'll take that off. Just want to have a look. Okay. And we're going to go probably 7.5. And let's go back here. I could keep that. I should probably keep it, but oh well. And let's go 7.5. Or we could actually just make it a bit. All I'm doing is making it even. It doesn't have to be 7.5. I will keep those little strips because they're pretty. And that's, oh no, so now what we'll do is fold them. Let's fold. Doesn't matter which way. Hopefully I'm in camera. I just want to get this done, so I'm going to fold those 2 together so I can get rid of this big honky thing. And I'm just going to guess where the middle is. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It does not matter at all. Let's go this one. So we'll have one shorter pocket and one longer pocket. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's grab these scissors and just go to the edge, or to the middle, I should say. And then we want to, now hopefully 2 will be enough. Yep, cool. And then this one, somewhere in the middle. So yeah, sorry, I don't have measurements. I just eyeball, really. And I'm hoping that I've made myself clear enough. So let's do this, and then we're on to decorating. I won't do any more because I think I've got enough. And after I stop filming, I'll carry on decorating. Right, so we can get rid of that. There's some space. I might start with these chapter 1 pages first. So I think what we will do is quickly, now that's going to be showing, so we want to do this side because that's going to be stuck on the page, and then this side is going to be stuck on the page. If you're unsure, grab a page and put it on, and then you'll know. I could be wrong. I am totally guessing. But I know that we're going to see this edge. Right. And let's just put that to the side so we can start decorating this one. Right, so what we need first is a strip of paper to go down there. I happen to have some here, which is great, and we just need to get rid of that little bit. Now you can either stick this paper down or do what I've done and just glue the top bit. Doesn't really matter. And so fine here, about there. Yeah. So there's your writing space. And in actual facts, that's quite neutral under there. You could probably write there too. Right. Now, what do we want here? I have grabbed out the paper cameo because I thought that some of these might be okay. So let's get cutting and let's just see. So maybe let's sorry for those of you that don't enjoy people cutting on their videos, but it took me a long time to decide what I was going to do today, even though I've got a diary and I've written down every weekend what I'm going to make. But sometimes, you know, plans don't sort of work. So we could go like that, and we want, let's do tailor-made journals. Maybe have a go with the Edwardians. See, the problem with these is I could just keep going through and through and through, but let's stop and let's just pick one sheet. Let's pick that sheet there. So I've printed these slightly smaller again so that I can use them in smaller projects. And let's see how this looks. Just yep, and then I think, let's have a look. Now, someone was asking, it must have been in Sunday's video, what I used, whether it was a piece of netting or whatever. So what it was this beautiful old vintage piece of lace, because I used this part. It was on last Sunday's, and I just ripped this bit off and used it because it's so old. It's really easy to tear. So we're going to use it again because it was just happened to be sitting there and I just suddenly remembered that someone had asked me. So I think that that's going to go like that. And then I'd actually like a little flower or something. Now What can we get? I'm just having a hunt at the side of me because I know I've got some little flowers and things. Mum. Let's just grab these flowers. Now, do we want like a little... Let's use these flowers up. Oh, they're sticky. No, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Maybe it just needs this. Right, I'm just going to go for it. And then put that down there. At this rate I might only get one done. But that's okay because it actually gives you an idea on what I'm doing and how to do it yourselves for your own journals. And then let's plant her down. Actually, I know what I want. Let's just tie-ho a little bit and want some grungy paper. I know that. Let's have a look in here. Probably not grungy enough. Right, let's just use this. Is that? I'm not feeling it, which is not good. I need something, but I'm not sure what. I'll know when I see it. Actually, let's just use the pianola roll. I'm sure everyone has some of that lying in their stash if you're following along. So, let's actually put that there. And then I'm just going to tear it. Let's not get too precious about it. I was supposed to go down to my mother's today, but because of the weather, I thought, oh, no, I'll stay here. I'll go down and see her next weekend. There's a few things I have to do for her, so it's nice just to sit here and not have to worry about going down there. I've also got, I've got a car down there. It's a vintage two-door Mercedes, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. It's just had its warrant, passed its warrant. The only thing is that it ever fails on is a flat battery because it stays down with my mother in the garage, never gets used. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It would be some car person's dream, I'm guessing. I purely bought it because it used to be my father's and I didn't want it going anywhere. So when he passed away, oh, look at that. Let's put that little bow there. So yeah, I bought it and I've probably in the last 20 years that my father's been gone used it probably about a dozen times. So yeah, gets very minimal use. And it's at the stage now where Mum doesn't want it at her place. I can't have it here because I've got two cars. Plus I've got that car. So yeah, it is coming home with me next weekend, I would say. just to keep her happy. So do we need anything there? Ah, that's what I could do. So what have we got in here? Got this bit of tatting. We don't like tatting. This is the tatting that I was supposed to send off to Kate actually, and I forgot about it. Could actually put that there. But no, I do not like using it. I try, but I do not like using it, and I think this one here is too white. So I need to find some lace down here. It's too white. Yep, organised as usual. Not. Maybe I won't do lace down there. Maybe I'll just leave it, because it's going to take me too long to find it. Right, so that's going to go on that page, and then I need to decorate this side. So let's carry on using the same stuff. Oh, isn't that cute? I'd be quite, I might actually just use that and leave it as it is, or ooh, let's use that. So let's use that for that, and let's just carry on using across here. Maybe let's just use that. Yeah, so we'll have 4 cars here next weekend, which is ridiculous for 2 of us. Even more ridiculous that 3 of them are mine, considering I only really like, I do like all of them. I was going to say I only like one, but the 2 small cars, they're you know, Mike bought me one, and which I love to bits, but he drives all the time because I know he gets a lot of pleasure out of it. And it's we call it our going away car when we go to, you know, go on a short break to Taupo or something. And then I've got my big SUV that I use for work, which I love because I'm getting older, and you know, it's hard for this girl to get in and out of little cars. Really hard. I feel my age, I do. Right. So, do we want a picture with that, or we want to leave it reasonably plain? I'm thinking reasonably plain. Just seeing if there's anything else. Here's another piece of really nice. Actually, you know, we could. I'm going to, I love this, like I said, when this is gone, but you know, it's really, really hard to use these pieces. Oops, that's the wrong way. So we could put that like that. I don't know. I want to use it. That's the thing. I know. Let's try it. I mean, I've got more of it, so, and it's already, you know, it's already, all ripped up in a way. So we could just leave it like that. I might do that. So let's just go like this. But you could put anything up here, just decorate it how you want. tea going cold. I'm a little bit lost at night without my needle books. I'm wondering whether I make more. I still haven't decided if I'm going to put them in my Etsy store or not, or just leave them for New Zealand buyers and maybe put them on our local Trade Me. I don't know. I might do that actually. I might put that on later on this afternoon and see if anyone in New Zealand wants them first, because I just don't know the postage. I always get stuck on that. So that's why I put free postage and I end up putting it every time. So yeah, I might do that. I might put one's already spoken for, but I might put the other 3 on Trade Me shortly, as soon as this is up and live. I was watching this morning in bed before I got up. I thought, no, I'm going to relax. I don't have to go anywhere. It was raining outside like it has been for the last couple of days. And I was watching Sarah Lee. She's from Palmerston North. So I was watching her, and she had like 2, well, she had a haul and then she did another haul. So it was really cool to see the sort of things that she gets. Actually, I like watching haul movies. Haul videos. Some of them are like movies. I get a lot of pleasure in seeing what other people buy, and then also a lot of pleasure in sharing what I buy. Yep, and then what we'll do, because remember this will hang over the end of the book, so I think we're just going to tear that bit off and let that bit hang over, and same with that bit. And then we've got this bit here. Let's not waste that. And I feel like this video has been going for a long time, so I'm thinking that this might be it. But I'm hoping you get the general gist of it and give it a go. I will carry on making some, and yeah, I'll put photos up in the Facebook groups so you can see the rest of them that I've made. But you could really use anything, like you've seen the birds, the stickers. I wanted to do people, so here's the peoples. I'll probably do flower ones. And yeah, just generally anything that I can get my hands on. I'll do a few more people one then. Right. So let's just put that there. Scrunch it up. Put that there. I just want to say thank you too to all those that have left private messages to me, sort of saying that I didn't seem my normal self last time. Seemed a little bit down. Yeah, I've got, you know, like everyone, we've got things going on, and I only share that with a select few what's happening in my life at the moment. I don't feel the need to share it out there. So yeah, things one day will get better, not in the near future though. So we're just taking it day by day, really. I just want to see if I've got some sort of label. Look what I could have used. I didn't even, I should have gone through it. Look at those. How cute are they? Just wondering I'm sounding really indecisive, aren't I? Let's just give this a go. Actually, I want that one there. So you can see a bit of her dress. Yeah. Right, not 100% happy with how that one's turned out, but that's cool. I do like that. What I might do also is put this on a page. Just make sure that this page is, it's actually a bit long and something. Actually, do I need to put it on a page is the next thing. Could do. So we would glue that on there. Remember, split it in half. Let's open this page up first. So split this in half like that. There we are. So it's easier to do it like that, I find, and then just, yeah, put that over, flip it over. So the easiest way I find is to glue this one down first, which I'm thinking I could, and then you flip it over, open it up, and then you've got this to write in, and then you've got this pocket. So because this is quite tall, like these other ones, 6 by 6s, so that pocket would actually end there. So you'd be able to get a reasonable size tag in there. With this one, because I haven't cut them down and I really like the papers, the tag will only be as big as this pocket, and then you could like tie a bit of ribbon or something on the top just to pull it out. So that is this day's project, and yeah, so that's stickers and just some general pieces of ephemera. I'm not going to glue this on because I want this for something else, but yeah, hopefully you give it a go. I did originally see this from Gayle Agostinelli, so I will link her down below too. I just hadn't, I think she used 6 by 6s, how to use your 6x6 pads up or something. It was a long time ago. I think it would have been about 2-3 years ago. I doubt if I can find the video, but I will link her channel below because she is really great for those beginners. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.